and welcome back, and welcome to any of you that are new. So today I just thought I'd show you the process of spraying my millipedes, giving them food and also handling them. So sorry for there's not been a video for probably 2 weeks now. I just completely forgot about filming them, so there is only one coming out today, but I am going to try and get one out tomorrow as well. So yeah. And just before we start, as you know, unfortunately, the biggest one passed away about a month or two ago now. So you're probably wondering if these are alright. The truth is they're absolutely fine. They're the normal cells, just doing millipede things, I guess. I have got them right next to me in the tub. You can probably see it in the corner of the blue tub. But first I'm just going to show you cleaning them out and things like that. So just before I actually open it and start, there's probably going to get soil everywhere. Well, I don't know if you can see the carpet, but it's already covered in soil nearly because I've just been trying to get them out. So yeah, and I'm also just going to be using my Wilson spray bottle. It is backwards on the screen, and I think it's mirror reflection or something, I don't know. But this is my Wilson 1 litre spray bottle, and I've told you all about the things I got from my millipedes in a different video. I will link it in the description. This is just the spray I'm using for now. And I had just put a mixture of warm and cold, and now the right temperature, so it should be alright. Here's the lid. They're already like slicing it. I've not even had it a long time. Not a one there that can escape, just like crack. So first of all, I just take all the items out. Here is their coconut hide. That's also linked in a video. Their wooden log. And their rock thing, I can't remember what it was. It's linked in the description of the video that they have. So let's start. So I do do a big spray on the top first, but obviously it's just going to go on the top, so we need to mix it around. These are also less surface ones. They like to burrow quite a lot more, so yeah, they'll need it more on the ground. The only way they stay on the top when I put food there, and they stay there forever until all the food is gone. I put a melon in a few weeks ago, and they just stayed there till it all shriveled. So they were quite hungry, I guess, but they stayed there and then they just disappeared into the soil. It's not that big a terrarium. It's still hard to find them because they're very small, and it might not look like it, but they are still very hard to find without completely digging the whole soil out and basically destroying it. So yeah. So I'm just spraying it on and mixing it around, making sure it's moisturised, not soaking, just moisturised, because that's also how they get the drink. You can also provide them with a shallow water bowl, but I mainly mix them because that's what you're supposed to do. So yeah, that's what I do. There's already soil on the carpet now, which is annoying, but I'll sweep that up later. So if you're thinking of getting millipedes, you just need to think, because they're actually harder to care. They're one of the harder animals, even though they might not look like it. A lot of souls just fell out the side. They are very hard to care for. I know that, and I have had them nearly 3-4 months, maybe 5 actually. I think I got them in February. I can't remember, but yeah, I've had them for a long time, and they're not the easiest animal on earth to care for. So yeah. So if you're thinking of getting one, you're better off getting one that's easier to care for. Most exotics and things like that are really hard to care for. For example, snakes, geckos, leopard geckos. Leopard geckos are a bit different, but then you have to have lots of things. You have to have the right size terrarium, exoterra. You have to have like a heat lamp above, and it's very tricky. So I wouldn't really think of getting them in the future unless I have completely looked into it, got all the stuff ready, just because they just look hard to care for. You know, watch videos on other people's channels, they just look hard to care for. So I won't think of owning one right now. I also need to get some more soil. I might not look like it, but it's actually quite shallow. But it still has fine. Because I've run out of soil because that big tank that I had, that's completely full of soil still. But obviously because the other one passed away there on the surface, I don't want it to be contaminated. I do know the others were there when I didn't notice, but there's no way I'm using that soil, so yeah. It's just on the shelf above me, well, the desk. So if you're an experienced millipede owner, please don't criticise me in the comments or think I'm doing it rubbish, because this is the first time I'm owning millipedes, and yeah. So Cindy and Kyla are doing good. I'll tell you the names and species again if you're new, because I don't really want to be linking too much stuff in the description. It's just a hard thing to do because you have to find it, link it, get which is the right one, not do it twice. So yeah. If it seems like I'm doing a lot of misting, I'm actually not. It's actually just quite dry, so I'm just doing it until it feels enough. Well, not when it's dripping wet, just moisturised enough. Also, the heat thing isn't attached now because I put it on the floor today because the desk is a mess and I probably won't be able to film it without getting some of the other tank in and things. Right, you're probably getting bored of me talking. I've been spraying for so long. I'm just going to do the last spray. I was actually thinking of getting one of them pressure ones, but then again, I don't want to put too much water in. Misting in, I mean. So it feels about right now. Don't want to put too much in, but I don't want to put too less in. I don't want them being really thirsty. So the soil does actually get a bit bigger every time I spray it with one, because you get a big block and you think, oh, that's tiny, it won't even fit in my small. Because actually, when you put water with it, warm water, it gets very big. So I found out, and I actually used loads of my soil up because I thought, no, it's only a little packet. So yeah. So next, I spray these items only lightly, but obviously if they climb on them, they do like climbing on these. I'll just spray them so they can still get stuff on that. Okay. I try and also shake as much soil off these before I take them out, or the soil goes everywhere. I also don't want to spray these too much because they are all wood and natural, and we don't want it going mouldy in there. I know I just got the coconut hide. All of these items were in the old tank. I'm not going to spray this. All these items were in the old tank, but I fully washed them. I didn't wash this. Well, I did do it a normal wash, but all the items that are in here and anything that might be contaminated, I gave a full wash just in case you're wondering. I've got wet all over the lid now. I'm going to have to dry it afterwards. So I try and do a different layout every time, even though they probably won't really notice. I just do it different every time, so it's a bit different to them. And I try not to cover everything in soil. There we go. There's a reflection in there and it looks really annoying. I don't even know what it is. Right. So now I'm going to put food in. I've actually not prepared any. I've just got one piece of lettuce, cabbage. I'm gonna put some melon in later. Yeah, I won't film that because it's not really worth filmable just putting melon in there for them. So yeah, now it's done, I'll just close it to keep the heat in. And then, if I can find it, I'll take the heat. So this, I've showed you this in a previous video explaining all about it. It was linked also in a different video. It's been linked twice, I think. So I'm not going to link that because, again, I don't want to link too much stuff. But this is just a infrared temperature taker. It doesn't have like a laser beam. It probably why it can only do 3 to 5 centimeters, but it works and it's fine. So I'm just going to take the heat now. Obviously it's not going to be perfect now because I've not put the heat mat on and the heat's all not concealed yet. So that's still good. 21.1, it's alright. Obviously it's going to warm later when I put the heat mat in and when the warm can heat more, because obviously I've just done it. I try and do all the items differently and do different places in the cage and terrarium just to see if they are different. I need to add more, but they're mainly close. This one is 20.5, so they're all right. I've done the law and the coconut hide, so yeah. And I think it's going to be backwards on the screen. I don't know. No, you can't even see it, it's so bright. So there you go. Put that back up there. So I'll just keep all the stuff that I will need next to them and stuff. There you go. Right, I'll get them out now. Bearing in mind, I'll probably get both the names wrong because I can barely tell. One used to be longer than the other. I don't think they are now. Right. Hello. I think I've just got Kyla. I think it's Kyla. So here she is. She's absolutely fine. They are a bit dopey because I've probably woke them up. But yeah, it's not as bad as waking mice or rats up because they need to sleep. These will sleep for the majority of the time until we get them out and actually handle them. So yeah. Where you going? And I'll get Cindy now. Sometimes I'll find one straight away and then sometimes I'll have to hunt for ages. Like today I couldn't find Cindy anywhere. I actually thought she'd squeezed out somewhere, escaped. I don't know, I just thought she disappeared until I had to start taking it out and putting it in a container to find her. Because even though it's not very short, but short enough bedding, she was still hard to find. So here she is. For some reason they're both going upside down on my hand. So yeah, they're just doing fine. They're the normal cells really, nothing wrong with them. They do it for 7 years. I think 7 to 10 years, but it's still quite a long time. And yeah. So I'll probably have them very later on. I'll probably be like, oh, I remember when I used to put them on YouTube. I'll probably still have my YouTube channel now, then. Depends, I don't know, but yeah. But they're not like mice rodents who only live about 2, maybe if you're lucky 3 years, but these live differently, these 7. And I also no idea how long snakes live, how long reptiles in general live, even a leopard gecko. I've never researched them, looked into it because I don't really need to unless I'm getting them. So I obviously researched mice when I got them. I'm trying not to talk too much about the mice in this video because this is for millipedes because you've not seen them for ages. Even when I gave you the sun news, even though it was at least a vlog. The cloud passed away. I didn't get them out. So yeah. The reason they're not moving is because they're kind of gripping on, because I'm trying to turn my hands so you can see them. What would do? I think this is Kyla and this is Cindy. They're really sweet too. Millipedes are really actually friendly creature. I don't know if it's just me, but so far I've just gone for really friendly creatures and things that all like me and things. Obviously I've only got mice and millipedes, but still, yeah. So, obviously, no idea. That thought just faded away. The mice are fine too. That'll probably be the video tomorrow, just giving you an update on the mice. Also, I have created a playlist. There's updates, mice videos, and I think I need to put millipede videos on. I don't think I'll put it on. Also, I might be starting a Patreon soon. Maybe not anytime soon. But yeah, these guys are really fine, and yeah, they're actually really sticky too. So when I turn my hand upside down, they just stick, like they just carry on walking. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave them now because I don't want to get them out for too long. Just because they are millipedes, but I'm gonna. Well, I'm not gonna put them. Well, yeah, I'm gonna put them back in now. So please like and subscribe for more from me.